Welcome back YouTube, to UK. Tales from the mild furnace. Not quite blasting, not quite freezing. We're in the spring-ish. As we're fucking pissing it down today. There's some absolute belters in this. As the title suggests, bit of Doncaster and the Fab Four, man. The Fab Four, so all I can say, stay tuned for that at the end. We've got some gifts, we've got some more Japanese packages. We've got Doncaster to go through. And that's it. That's it, but there's some absolute fucking crackers in here. Boys and girls, ladies and germs, hold on to your seats. Wow. So, as is always obligatory on my channel, anybody I do a trade, gift or anything like that, they always come first, above all else. So we have here another package from the land of the rising sun from my man Wasabi James, and he's put Stuart Neo Geo CD and then my last name, which you all know about, but still not going to advertise it. He intimated what was in it. I don't believe it is, but we're going to open it together. We want to be together. I've got some slightly sharper knife. Sharper knife? Look at my knife. Sharp pair of scissors to get through this Fred West tape that they use. Right. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you first without seeing it myself. But yeah, it's open. Ah! I know what it is. It's not that, but it is nearly that. It's something that Rob had. Fucking hell, mate. You absolute little fucking diamond. He's only gone and sent me fucking kidney controller, well, what they call the kidney bean controller. Oh, mate. That is like fucking... Fucking James, look at that. So they call this the kidney bean controller because obviously it's shaped a bit like a kidney bean, but yeah, smaller than the standard AES controllers, you know, the sticks, which I do have two of. But that is fucking, oh man. Rob had a couple of these at the Doncaster and was tempted. Oh, that's awesome. That is the bollocks. I reckon he's cleaned all this as well. He's a right little maniac. James, man. I can't. It's all legit. That is unbelievable. Thanks, man. Thanks, honestly. Fucking hell. Just sits so much better in your hand. When he sort of said you wanted one, thought he better not send me a fucking Neo Geo. I thought it was a bit of a smaller box. I think I've only ever seen the OG Neo CD. I haven't seen the CDZ. I may have seen the one in the box, as in just a box, at Leeds once, I think. But that is fucking amazing. You can never have enough fucking Neo Geo controllers, and that is probably the... as a stick perspective, that's the best stick. I still think the pad that I got off Alan, which is the CD pad, is probably the best controller. The original ones are okay, but the ball top always cracks. That is awesome. Thanks, James, honestly. Made up with that. Put them up there. Right. Doncaster. Doncaster Dome was it last week, week before? Was it the week before? No, it was last week, wasn't it? I think it was last week. Went up with my mate Rob and Scott, Glory Hunter, and yeah, we weren't stalling out, as I mentioned before in the previous video. We were just going on spec and enjoying the day. Just loitered with intent, you know, annoyed of a vendors, had the laugh, had the crack. Day went way too quick. Now the day is shorter They've sort of reduced it by an hour. So for general public, it's 11 o'clock, no, 12 o'clock in, early birds 11, and then it finishes at 4. I think the idea was, generally, it was to try and condense that window that people attend to keep it smaller, because otherwise, as a vendor, it ends up being a really long day. And, you know, I think at the start it was like 5 o'clock finish, and by 2, half 2, there's nobody in there. So obviously it's on a Sunday as well. So I think the idea was make it a little bit later. There's more people likely to turn up and attend, and you know, keep it ticking over for a longer period, but for a shorter time. Is that right? But yeah, so it's busier for a longer time over a short period. And I think it worked. I mean, I say I wasn't stalling out. All the lads that stalled out said they did well, said it was busy. So from what I could see, it was ram jam busy. You know, the usual thing. There's never enough time. Spoke to you know, enough people, but not everybody enough, as it usually is. Missed a shed load of people walking around, which is just the way it is. But managed to catch up with you know, people that obviously that I know prior anyway. So it's always a good time. Donny's always a great fucking laugh, honestly. Probably, I would probably stick my neck out and say it's probably the de facto market. I know London, you know, is what it is, but Doncaster's the original. It's where it's at, really is, for people attending and stuff like that. And the prices are a lot fairer because you're further up north, so everything's fucking cheaper. I always say that. Right, talking of Doncaster though, and I didn't see this guy there. Marc, my mate Marc, Burnout Culture. He mentioned his name, so he started doing a channel. I know when someone says someone's name, you think, oh, I don't know who that is. But when you see the name written, you think, oh yeah, I remember seeing them in the comments and stuff like that. And it's RollerXCore. Eddie. So he's just started doing videos. I think he started from behind the camera, and to be fair to him, I think after the second one or the third one, he's in front of the camera, hell of a lot better. He's more comfortable. You can see it's more comfortable. Yeah, and fucking get some good games. Got a few games on the wish list now off the back of Eddie's videos. So pop over to RollerXCore. New guy. As we've all been, you know, those that make videos and stuff, it's a fucking hard slog. And you know, if I can help anybody out, point you guys into someone who's making similar content to myself. You know, this is not fucking Walt Disney or fucking Pixar fucking production quality. This is not what it's about. I don't really like channels like that, to be honest. I just like normal people, like talking heads, talking about the passion, talking about what they've found. Because like I said, you know, off the fucking back of Eddie's, I think I've got about 3 or 4 games that I think fucking right, I'm keeping an eye out for them. Never, you know, I wouldn't have even the couple of PS2 ones, I've never even heard of them, but I have now. There's one that reminded me of that when I fucking seen it, I was like, fucking hell, I remember that. So I always talk about, not always talk about, but I have spoke about back in the day when I used to go car boot with my mate John. There was a guy there, obviously some sort of trader, and what you used to be able to do is take a Super Nintendo or Super Famicom game, pay him a £5 and pick one off the table. But one time, this game that we swapped over was called Jerry Boy, which is like a little jelly bean, which you think it's meant to be called Jelly Boy, but it's actually not. It is meant to be called Jerry Boy. And Eddie picked that up off Japanese, Scottish Alan, not Japanese Alan. I fucking didn't even ask him about that either. I was going to do that. Scottish Japanese Alan, and I was like, fucking hell, Jerry Boy, I need to get that back. I remember playing that. So, like I say, that's why I love watching channels like Eddie's and like, you know, the people I do watch and consume, because it just inspires and it gives you ideas. And you know, that's the thing about retro. There's always something. There's always something that you can look to get inspiration and, you know, keep you interested, I suppose, if you're that way inclined. But yeah. What I was going to say about Doncaster, I can't think now. Oh, that was what I was going to mention, because everyone kept saying to me, why is it on a Sunday, why isn't it on a Saturday anymore? I spoke to Andy about that. Now, what he said to me was, what happened is, he'd booked the 3rd of March. So I said, oh, well, can't you reserve it each year? He goes, I did, but they reserved the date and not the day. So instead of sort of saying the nearest Saturday to the 3rd of March, they've just been booking the 3rd of March, and obviously it's ended up falling on Sunday. That's what he said. I'm not sure about, you know, it kind of makes sense, but on the same token, I think sometimes on a Sunday it does work out a little bit, especially for the punters, because on a Saturday a lot of people like to go shopping and do all of the shit, rather than come to a, you know, especially if you're family orientated. It's a big ask, isn't it, for some people. So yeah, I don't know, you know, again, you know, Doncaster I still think is the de facto one. We should be stalling out. There's one coming up in Birmingham. I think that's July. So we should be stalling out that one. That's a new one. Not smack bang in the centre, but I think it's close enough to the centre in Birmingham. So we're going to give that one a whirl. We've got Revival coming up in June. So that's another biggie. Get yourself onto that. Something stuck to me there. What else is coming up? Blackpool's been announced 12th and 13th of October. Get yourself to that. That'll be that should be a barnstormer. Probably won't go in the event. Just turn up and get smashed like we normally do. Get all fucked up, get covered in bruises, not remember anything, and come home fucking a couple of £100 lighter and you skyrocket. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good fun. Why not, eh? It's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy times. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to add off the back of that. But we've got some shit, man. We got some nice shit from Doncaster. Really did. First up, what should I do? We'll do these. There's a chap. Never seen him there before. Looked a bit like fucking house cleats. He had shit tons of buckets on the floor. You probably would have seen him in one of the top corners as you walked in to the entrances on the right hand side on the end. Tubs everywhere. I had a route through his manuals and I scored some nice little items, I must admit. I said to him how much I had and he was like, just various prices. So I pulled this one out. I haven't got the game for this. My mate Mikey Ormond, fellow admin on Retro Realm, he bagged this boxed off of CEX. But I saw the manual and thought, you know what? If you get it off CEX and it's boxed, it's got no manual, I've got a complete one. And it's one I never heard of. Again, you know, see Mike's pickups. Legend of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and a Game Gear. Quite a nice manual. That wrong with it, so that'll go towards the manual pile. And then these bad boys. I needed one of these to complete mine, but I thought when he sort of said, what I've got here, 6, 7 manuals instead of 5. I was like, yeah, fucking £5 all day long. There's two types of these manuals. One type has all of them, which is the preferable one, basically. And there's this one, and I think this one came as part of the bundle. I think when it was part of the sort of console bundle. The both are valid. Both are valid as, you know, as to complete the game essentially. And it's Mega Game 6 Volume 3. So I needed Sega Soccer. And it has to be this type, not the type that's got the goalie diving around on it, because it's basically Italian 90. Has to be this type. But along with that, I picked up all the other 5. These are not cheap. These are not cheap. So yeah, these are not needed. These will be moved on. Obviously recoup some money. But fucking, I've seen Sonic 1 on there. I think someone's trying to sell Sonic 1 for like 20 quid. They're trying to sell it. You know, I may just knock these out at £5 each. Fucking, because I tell you, they're more difficult to get hold of than you realise. But I say the preferable one is it has all 6 games in a single manual, because obviously look at the size, like, that's not going to fit in a fucking box, is it? But they came as part of, I'm sure this version of it came as part of the console box. But yeah, fucking seeing them for a 5, I was like, yeah, bag that. So I didn't get fucking bags and bags full of stuff. Oh, fucking holster. Fucking holster's always bagged up. Scott, Glory Hunt, I mean, fucking, he spunked some cash. Lewis was there. Lewis was stalling out. He spent some money. I spent enough money. I didn't spend. Start again. I spent some money, but part of that wasn't really to do with Doncaster, so I'm saving that till the end. And then I'm in fucking Craig's ear against pocket, so we'll come to him in a minute. Fucking always in that bastard's pocket. There's a young girl there, and I've seen her buying before. A couple of times now, that Donny. She had some amazing, she was selling up, she said, for personal reasons. Obviously very keen eye in terms of gaming across all the formats. I think it was mainly kart stuff. I'm sure she said she sold most of the CD based stuff. There's a couple of games there I was really interested in. I know a few of the lads got some items off of her. She wasn't even willing to haggle. She said, I'm only going to haggle when it opens, which I kind of didn't really understand, because a lot of the times early doors, if you know what she had there would probably be the more time you'd get most bang for your buck. You know, some people are willing to spend a couple of £100, just knock fucking 25 quid off, 10 quid off, you'll seal the deal. Wasn't interested. I've kind of had my eye on this. It's not part of the full set because I've completed that, but it is a nice addition to have. She wanted a tenner for it. I'm sure CX knocked this out at about 20 quid, so I thought out of tenner. Tried 8 quid, she weren't interested. I thought it's a tenner. And it's the Christmas Nights into Dreams. It's just the cardboard sleeve in great condition. It'll do me. I think it's Ben Boyd. He does the insert for this, so I may look to get that, you know, maybe get Tomb Raider or a Manx TT, the hard case one, and see if Ben will do me a slip cover in case, slip cover for the case. And I'm sure Wes Harper said to me he does manuals as well. But yeah, nice little curio just to sort of round off the measures. There's another one on the Saturn, the photo CD thing. Again, not part of the collection, but you know, if you see that knocking about, worth picking up. Again, it's about 10 quid. It's only about 10 quid. We'll come to that in a bit. Off my good friend Marc Jowett, Sega Mags. Gotta get some amazing magazines. Keeps his eye out for you as well, you know. And he's done me a fucking stonking deal here. He's had these. Was it just before Christmas or just after Christmas? Probably just before, I think. One. Hang on a minute. What was it? Yeah, 4 that he reserved for me. And when I was looking at the store, I looked at this, another one. I thought, I'm sure I need that. I had to check my messages to him. And sure as eggs is eggs, and good job I got there early. It is one I needed, and he did me all these for a fucking great price. I'm not 14 quid, absolute fucking legend. I mean, I've looked after Mark, and he's looked after me. You know, I hoisted over a load of retro gamers and games TM. You know, and that's how I work, and I think he appreciates that, and I appreciate him. And I bagged a couple of nice computer video games, the early editions. I do like them. But pushing towards another full set off of Mark. Let's do these in order. Hang on, bear with. I'm sure that's the latter one. Yeah, that's it. We'll do them back to front. And I think after this, I need 4. 1, 4, 7 and 17, I think. Rings a bell, could be wrong. I think it is. So we've got some more mean machines. So this is the one that Mark had sat on his table and thought, number 19, because I kind of remembered 19 was the highest one that I hadn't got. So yeah, sort of scoop that bad boy up straight away. That's April, number 19, issue 19. We've got, this is really nice condition, number 16, the Star Wars on the front, Super Star Wars. Yeah, this is in great condition, this one is. It's even got Sonic the Hedgehog comic inside it, look. Hey, old Gruss, have you got that bad boy? That's Sonic the comic. Quackshot. Oh, man. Rampart, what a game, Rampart. I remember playing that in the arcades. I always talked to Alex about this, because Alex never seen this in the arcade. Had a trackball. Fucking great laugh in the arcades, that was. Build your castle up and then knock each other's down. Fantastic. Shadow Dancer, look, 71%. My mate, old fucking Co Jones. Didn't do too well for you, boy. That's your favourite, that is. Is it Shadow Dancer? I'm sure it's Shadow Dancer, isn't it? Kick off. Yeah. That's number 16, January. Getting down to the lower numbers now. This has got a fantastic cover on it, and again in great condition. This is number 6. Got DuckTales on the front. Fantastic artwork. Oh, look who's on the back. Controversial. Motherfucker. Look at that, weird. I just turned the page. Look, the 4th one. I still need issue 1 of that. It's the yellow one. I talked to Mark about that. Red Gravity, I've got that. Fantastic. Dynamite Duke. These are really early. I don't know what year this is be. Search and Rescue. Mean Machines poster. SNK. I don't remember that. I don't remember that game. On the SNK. Search and Rescue. What's that on? Oh, interesting. Aero Blasters. I've got that. Gynog. Shadow Dancer again there. Stride. Oh, fucking fantastic. Yog. Number 5. Final Fight. Cody on the front. Outrun Arcade Machine on the back. Bad Dudes. 39%. Bastards. Well, a lot of bad dudes. Well, in the arcade anyway. Dick Tracy. That's 77%. A lot of people like Dick Tracy. Another poster. Madden. They've got the posters in them as well. Look. These really are in nice condition. Another poster there. That looks like 1941. That's weird, isn't it? Let's go on the other side or something. Yeah, it is 1941. Look, Counter-Attack. Yeah. Gremlins. Speedball. Ice Cream. Ice Cream. Fantastic. Psycho Fox. Brilliant game. And then the last one off of Marc. Number 4. With Mega Man on the front. Bit of a rip on the back. You can live with that. It is just a back cover. Not too fussed. A little bit of a dink there. Cut my finger. Yeah, issue 4. Anything. Here's the Lance. Iron Man Stewart's Off-Road. Mickey Mouse. Mass System. Oh, look at that. I'm sure Dad's covered this one actually because it's got the Super Mario World here and the Famicom. The red buttons, look. Fantastic. Fantastic magazine. Back in the day. Switchblade, that's a good game. Hellfire. That's a great poster, that is, look. Anyway. So I say, another fistful of fucking Mean Machines there. Brings it, I'm sure it's 4 I need now. One issue, one's got turtles on the front. That's bizarrely because it's the first one. I don't know why. We've said this before. They tend to produce more the first one. Bit tricky to get hold of. And a couple of 1986 CVGs here. Definitely haven't got these. We've got February 1986. Max Headroom on the front. Oh look, it's even got a little insert thing. I didn't know that. CVG Book of Games. Ah, it's all like fucking pokes. All codes just to type in. Treachery, look. Fucking hell. For the Specky and Atari 16K. Operation Christos for the BBC B, look. That's one thing I never really did. I never typed any of the codes in. But again, great condition this is for its age. Seas of Blood. Rock and Wrestle. Malborn House. God, I remember John having that on the Specky. Rock and Wrestle. We were talking about wrestling last night in the old WhatsApp group, me, Dana and Rob. I only like the old stuff. I could talk all fucking day about 80s and 90s, you know, 80s and 90s wrestling. Yeah, Kung Fu. Jeff Capes. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's pop that back in if I can find the middle. I just want to keep that. Where's the bloody middle gone? Is that it? Oh, that'll do. Pop that back in. And then the last one is March. Iridium on the front. And then Super Bowl by Ocean. I remember Super Bowl. Anything stand out here? Zoids. Who remembers Zoids? I had some Zoids a couple of years back. Got them from a charity shop. Sold them on. I think they went to Japan actually. Zoids. Anything else popping out? Look at that in the arcade. Arcade action. Space Harrier. Timber. The Arcade Show 1986. What the fuck is that machine? Anyone know what that is? Yeah, look. Arcade action in 1986. That was fucking cutting edge, man. Cutting edge! A few years later, you'd have it on the Mega Drive saying Arcade Perfect. Who was on about Arcade Perfect? Dave, Lawn Boys Post. How overused was that term? He's fucking right. He's saying that. Arcade Perfect. I think he even cited Mean Machines as one of the worst offenders on CVG for saying everything's Arcade Perfect. Battle of the Planets. Fucking hell, I've got the DVD box set of that. Fucking wicked. G-Force. Yeah. I'll have a squidge through them later on. Fantastic. Brilliant. Thanks, Mark, honestly. I love the old CVGs. I do have quite a lot of them now, actually. Quite a few of them have come from Mark. In recent years, I haven't picked up any from anywhere else other than off Mark Sega Mags. So next time you're at Donny or any of the events, go and see Mark at Sega Mags. It's just called Sega because I think even Holster mentioned this at the start. Him and his mate would just want to collect all the Sega magazines that were ever released, and obviously they've just you know, spread the wings, so they stock everything and anything. And he's a top bloke as well. Really nice to talk to. Right, back to some games from Craig's here again. The Banana Box King of the North. His store was substantially smaller and a lot easier to negotiate and navigate. Did not mean that it was any less fucking full of gold. Again, you know, he has some amazing items, amazing games, stuff you've never even fucking heard of, stuff that you've heard of but you've never seen. Matt Salford Retro, he come over and me and him had a good chat and stuff, and even Matt's like, I don't know where to look. I said, it is like a fucking cacophony of fucking visual stimuli that you can't focus too much on one thing. It just, your fucking eyes go. And Craig don't know, because he starts pointing everything out to you, and you're just like wandering over, like just aimlessly fucking looking at stuff and not really concentrating on anything. And before you know it, he's fucking got you for 250 quid, and you know, don't worry about it. And you're like, oh, okay. Ah! But yeah, fantastic stuff. And you know, we were talking about his you know, the stuff that he's still got. I think he said he got 300 banana boxes, and what he had on the table was only 20, and it's just you can't fathom, you can't put it into context. But yeah, he had a load of Mega Drive stuff. I mean, probably spill over from last time and whatnot. And he just sort of said to me, look, if there's any manuals you need, take them. So I managed to bag a couple that I did need. Nothing spectacular really, but just nice to fill off those edges. So Super Thunderblade, and I've actually finally got the thinner, smaller Micro Machines manual for the 2-in-1 that comes with Psycho Pinball, so I can put that in there now. Not that anyone's probably that bothered, you know, if I've got the thin manual or the original release. And I've got a couple that are basically upgrades. One's definitely an upgrade. Mine was missing, both of mine of these were missing the manuals. But one of these games, I think my insert, someone had trimmed it. Obviously it's got water damage or something along the way. I think it's on the side actually. So that one is Talmit's Adventure. I think these are in great condition, so I say straight fucking upgrades for me. What's it called in Japan? It'll come to me soon. Everyone's screaming at the fucking screen what it's called, and I just can't think of it. This one can be a tricky one to get, really fucking can. It is Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing. Bruce Line! But we've already done that. Scott Brand, Sega Zombie, 5 admin retro round. Fucking god for what that is. that I say in great condition. Definite upgrade. Weirdly enough, I had the sticker on the front. The one I've got as well has got the cover had that. So whatever sticker it was, I can't remember what it was. It was some Virgin stick or something or whatever. It kind of pulls the plastic up, look, so you end up with this fucking suction cup effect on it. I think they've all got it, but yeah, I think I swapped the case on mine. So, but you know, upgrade all day long on that one for sure. I mean, should really say to Craig if he wants my old ones back to flog on, then we could do that. So, cause all I was really after was the manuals, and I think he said just take them, because I think he shifted the whole lot of the rest of his Mega Drive stuff on in one big bulk, so he weren't too fussed. It didn't detract from the saleability, should we say. He had these two there. This one I've been sort of not really been following, to be honest, because obviously attention has been elsewhere on this on the system. But it's always one I always sort of see every so often. You know, catch it on eBay or something. I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind that. It only come out in Japan and US. In the US, it's called Growl. This is the Japanese version. It's Run Arc. Arcade conversion. Basically, you're trying to kill a load of poachers. You're trying to save the animals. Really good side scrolling. Think of it is kind of a. It's not really a beat 'em up because you use a lot of weapons, as you can sort of see there. Yeah, your machine guns and stuff like that. Trying to save the animals. I'm trying to think. It's like a side scrolling shoot. It's not really run and gun though either. It's hard to describe it. I'm trying to think of another game. But as with all the Craig stuff, all in great condition. I did have to turn the cartridges the right way because he's a fucking Philistine and he had them pointing the wrong way. Oh, I didn't realise that. Oh, that's a bastard. Looks like the top of the cart's been chopped, look. Oh, shit. I bet he didn't. I didn't even know that. I mean, the back it's not too bad with the sticker. But it looks like the top of the cart's been chopped. I didn't even see that because it's sat like that. You don't see it until you. No more. It don't matter. It don't matter. I was thinking though. Maybe like a bit like Predator, Alien vs Predator. That's a good example. It's kind of like that. And then the other one. I think a lot of people when they see this, they think it's fake. They think it's a hooky. You know, like a Russian. The Russians are fucking the Russians. The old fucking Nova chick, hot chick, chirpy chirpy chick. The Russians have been at it again. It is an official release. This one fucking chopped up then. No. And it is Rainbow Islands Extra. Again on the Japanese Mega Drive. Wrapped around. I don't know what it is about Rainbow Islands, Bubble Bobble, all of these type of games. It's fucking no matter what system I have it on, I still have to buy it. I don't even fucking play it, let's be honest. We're just trying to bleed off the smell of bananas at the boxes off these from Craig. But by all accounts, quite a good conversion. But yeah, a lot of these you see, they do look like the Russians have fucking hacked them. Oh, seizing up. But yeah, fantastic artwork. So I'm in Craig's pocket. Fucking some things never change, do they? Some things never change. That's just the way it is. Bit of road rash on the old fucking beef and onion. You can't see it because my fat head's reflecting in it. Alright. Fucking hell. 2 Unlimited, man. We'll get ready for this.
Y'all ready for this?
Fab 4, man. Fab 4 in it. I don't think I've got anything else to add other than these 2 other games, which are. These were probably one of the last 2 that most people would need. Because it's me. I don't do shit like that. I don't conform. So, story goes. Retro Row, Chris Richardson, you've all seen him. You've probably all bought from Chris at all the different events. I know he stalls out at all of them. Nice guy, really nice guy. Always willing to give a deal. I know Chris and Gav Retroheads, who have seemingly fell off the fucking planet, just trying to take a piss. I think Gav starts at a penny and goes down. I think that's what he said. But he'll always always do your deal. Has some fantastic items. Lovely chap. He put some on. Did he message me direct? No, I don't think he did. I think. No, he did. I think he did message me. He said, "Did I need it?" And he just managed to acquire this, and I was like, "Yes, please. Yes, please." And it ain't cheap, but again, he allowed me to sort of pay instalments, like half and half, 50-50. So I did pick it up from Doncaster, but it wasn't a Doncaster pickup really, because I'd already sort of paid half. I just squared him away when he was there, because obviously he didn't want the money going to his PayPal and his wife seeing it. So he needs money for coke and hookers, he told me. But yeah, it's these two are probably the. I mean, PAL UK, right? I'm not talking about the Aussie stuff. I'm not doing the Aussie stuff. Mega Drive, obviously. I'm not doing Aussie stuff. So this one is probably, these two games here are probably the most expensive. One is complete, one isn't. But the price I pay for both, I am not fussed at all. The second one wasn't from Chris. We'll come to that last. This one was from Chris. Even on the SNES, this commands a hefty price. On the Mega Drive, it's probably one of the few games that I don't think it's gone up, but it definitely hasn't gone down either. And it is the Death and Return of Superman. Blue Spine! Oh man, Scott Brand, Sega Zombie. Retro Round fellow admin. It's in great condition. You know, you just don't. These are not to a penny. Honest, an honest copy. You know, the cart's honest enough. I don't mind it looking a little bit raggedy. You can tell it's legit. It's got a bit of age to it. It's got a bit of patina. The screws look old. You know, that's what you want. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see pristine, trust me. As say with the manual's, you know, got some age to it. It looks like it's old. What's that doing there? Yeah, the case is on its way, on its last legs. We'll have to see about that. Not that it's ever going to get opened again. Some of these ones I may have to get the plastic, get the old the £1 jobby protectors on them, I think. But yeah, fucking, that was going to be a real tough one to get. I've managed to bag it. You know, not half of it was PayPal, so yeah, you've sort of bought something and sold something, but it's not come out your bank. The other half was out the bank, which is a little bit like, but if you don't fucking do it, if you don't buy these things when they come up, you fucking kick yourself. I've done it once or twice in the past, not doing it again. Case in point with this game here as well. I did kind of scare myself a little bit with it, because I thought, what have I just done? But it's worked out, it's all worked out, it's all good. It's all good. So what could top Death and Return of Superman on the Mega Drive? What else is there? There's very little above that, except for one game probably. I wasn't even looking at this because I said I'd fucking spunked some money on that. Obviously I haven't fucking paid Craig any of the money yet for him, but he's a sound enough guy. He's a multi-millionaire, you know, pocket change to Craig. But I know that, so for me it's kind of like, you know, you need to keep an eye on this. And I wasn't even looking for this game. Marc Burnt Out Culture fucking put something in the group, and I was like, what? And he sort of, I think one of the other lads said something about it. He goes, well, if Stu's bidding on it, I won't bother. And I was like, I've sort of got no money, you know, because I look at it as like this has to be disposable, which I didn't at that point. And I messaged Marc and I said, oh, you're bidding on it? He said no. And I looked at it and I thought, I'd be daft not to give it a fucking punt. I really would. It basically nearly took, well, it took me into the overdraft for only a little bit, but I thought, again, like I said to you guys, there's some things you just have to try and find the money. You have to spin the wheels, you have to duck and dive, and it's worked out okay. I think, actually I don't think I had, it's a bit of PayPal, and it's been, it was some monetary funds from the bank, like I say, into the overdraft, but I think overall it's like about 30 quid out of my PayPal, no, 25 quid out of my PayPal short, if that makes sense. So I had like 38 quid or something in the PayPal, and I'll tell you the story of what I've done, but I've ended up, so I'm kind of about 20 odd quid short, if that makes sense, but I've got this game. So it was it only a couple of, I don't even think it was a week for it to be bid. I think it was £1 start, and it might have been one of these 3-day auctions or something. It was on auction, and it finished, what are we on now, Saturday? It finished last night, or finished the night before, I can't remember which fucking night it finished on now. But it didn't finish at daft o'clock. It finished at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So they knew what they were doing in terms of ending the auction time. The pictures weren't great. They weren't bad. They showed enough for me to realise it's not a hooky one. It's turned up today. It's not hooky. I can 100% confirm. But yeah, I sniped it with like 5 seconds to go. And you know, I don't know if you've ever, I'm sure most of you have, but when you do a bid, you usually get three. You get 3 default options that you can increase it to, or you can put your own in. And I hit the fucking end one, and when I hit it, I thought, what have I just done? But I won it for a lot less. I won it for about 100 quid less than this goes for, give or take, I think, on the right day, easily. But yeah, it was like basically going to the overdraft to pay it, then fucking panic and scared myself, thinking I've got no money left for the fucking rest of the month, and what are we on? It's only got the fucking 9th. I think, what have I just done? But I calmed myself down and thought, right, what have I got? And obviously I had a couple of 100 quid CX vouchers, so I thought, right, let's see what we can do with these. There's always someone who wants CX vouchers. So I asked around, asked a few of the lads, anyone interested in buying some CX vouchers? Because that's what they were there for. They were always going to be there, and I kept hold of them. I kept saying to the lads that Donny, you know, they're burning a hole in my fucking pocket because I'm waiting for one of the games that I want from the Mega Drive to pop up. And it's you know, certain individuals that can manipulate the CEX website without you even seeing anything that's ever come in stock. So you're up against it, right? No doubt about it. So this game I won for £188.50. That is a fucking lot of money. A lot of money in anyone's book, right? But when I show you the game, you'll understand why. So we have, hey YouTube, let's put the video, cutting over now to the unboxing. See, the address is on the other side, I'm not going to show you that. Yeah, we'll see if this is, see if it ended up being legit or not. And obviously in the video, actually no, I might film it, add this bit in for you to see and show you afterwards, or not, depending if it comes out and it's not what I think it is. Could be slightly embarrassing. Well, it couldn't be because it would just go back, but you know what I mean. I might even shot it here. Look, you have to excuse the background. It's absolutely tipping it down here. Well packaged, but then I'd expect them nothing else. So please be legit. Please be legit. There you go, it is, yeah. Okay. Oh, here she is. It's actually better condition than I thought. I think that's legit. I think that's, if you look at the wear to the bottom there, look. legit. That is. I'll open the car up just in case, but I am. You see, like you got the little nicks there. Some people wouldn't like that, but for me, and a little bit of wear there, it just shows its authenticity, and I'd prefer to have that. Same with the inside, the insert, you know, as it's rubbed at the bottom. That was a great buy. That was an absolute fucking steal, and the spine's not faded either. The spine's actually better than the front. I think a new case, clearer case, it might be a bit brighter. But yeah, so you've got a bit of wear there as well at the top. Turn it around just so you can see. Oh, yeah, I mean, the price I paid for this, fucking, I'm happy. Happy as fucking Larry. Yeah, needs a new case, which is fine. I was going to swap it anyway, but that is, oh, fucking happy about that. Back to the studio. The mighty Mega Man Wily Wars. Blue Spine from Scott Brand, Sega Zombie. It is missing the manual. Okay, it is missing the manual. It is legit. I'll show you a video. Show you a video of me unboxing it. So yeah, I don't think it's quite worked out that way, because you've seen what the game is, but it doesn't really matter. But you can see my reaction there. I have since then put it into a different case. I think there's probably a little bit of fading in the front, because it doesn't look quite, but the spine's in great colour on the spine. So I don't know, because like I say, I don't think I've ever seen one of these in the flesh. But it is 100% legit. You know, I've opened the car up, I've looked at the PCB, I've matched the PCB to pictures online. It's definitely fucking legit. So for 180 quid, that is a fucking bargain. There was one I was looking at, I think it was in Holland or something like that. I think that was 250 odd quid. But it is an honest copy. Again, as you can see in the video, a little bit of rub there, a little bit of rub there. The box it came in, the case it came in, it did kind of discolour it. The plastic had been sort of like scuffed. You know, when you take the insert out, you look at it, I should have fucking got you. But you can see it looks like it's all dirty and stuff, but it's just really, it's just where the plastic has just been brushed too much, and it's kind of dulled it out. So, fucking, honestly, probably two of the hardest games to get. Two of the fucking hardest games to get. And we've bagged the bastards. Bagged them within like a week or two of each other. So, what I had to do with this, like I say, I had some CEX vouchers. I didn't tout them on the retro RAM to begin with, so I thought I wouldn't mind some of the people that I know having them, basically. So, I asked a few people, they were like, no, not really. I asked the mate Mikey Allman, he said I might have a mate who would have them, but he only pays 75% of the face value. Generally it's 79-ish, give or take. But because I kind of like, the way in my head I'm looking at it is like, I would have spent the vouchers on that. I think it's 280 quid, box and CEX. So you're taking a blind flyer, right, from CEX for 280 quid. Yeah, you can take it back, right, no doubt about it. There's no pictures. So what I ended up doing was selling 217 quid's worth, I think, something like that, to Mike, which is fine. Did him at 75%. He's a mate, he's a fellow admin, no problem with that. Which I think pulled me back 170 quid or something like 165. I'd say the 20 odd quid, which is what I'm short of from my PayPal, that's all it is. So in realistic terms, it's cost me £217 CEX vouchers and 20 quid cash. So you can't really quantify CEX vouchers as the equivalent pounds, because it doesn't work that way, because obviously, as you all know, when you trade stuff in, you get more bang for your buck for trade. So that's how you kind of have to work it. And in my head, would I have paid £217 in the CEX voucher for Mega Man Wily Wars? Yes, all day long, definitely. And it's off the list now. So we're down to the Fab 4. The Fab 4. Adam's Family Values, Body Count, Spider-Man Separation Anxiety, and Spider-Man Animated. Separation Anxiety is probably the tougher out of them left, realistically speaking. Adam's Family you can buy. Body Count's quite obtainable. Animated is, but not complete. Again, I'm not overly fussed. I know it sounds, some people are obviously really fucking proper hardcore, but no manuals at the minute it doesn't bother me as long as the insert's okay and it's not fucked. I mean, I did have a copy of Animated from CX, and like, I can't remember which fucking corner it was. One of the corners was like fucking half eaten. I thought, I can't have that. I don't mind there being no manual, but I can't have it with the inserts completely fucked. So that's that. That's where we're at. Four games. 4 games for the mighty PAL UK Mega Drive set. I think we might do it this year. There's no reason why we can't. It's just circumstance and availability. I think separation anxiety might be the trickiest one out of the lot. We'll keep his eye out. But yeah, happy as fucking Larry. That Larry bloke. So again, many thanks to Craig's here again. Huge thanks to Chris Richardson for you know, helping me out with that. Really appreciate it. And thanks to Mikey Ormond, top lad. Obviously he's got what he wants with the vouchers. He had something in mind. So everyone's a winner. Chicken fucking dinner. Right, I'm gonna piss off. Put these into the fucking vault, never to be seen again, never to see daylight, let alone any fucking dead skin. Yeah, take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye. YouTube, welcome back. Fucking don't know what I'm talking about, lost my train of thought. Bollocks. Welcome, YouTube, to UK. This is a fucking pickup video. This is Doncaster Dome. This is everything and anything. Fucking hell. We've blown it, we've fucking only gone and done it. No, we haven't.